conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on the #1 team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time today. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
A first down for the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Looking for a crease to the left. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Houston. Tackled immediately after the catch. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. So Illinois' offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. The give to the back. Just plowing down the field. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Now he's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Chunk it away just as he was hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Houston. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. At the 35, he's just causing wreckage in the secondary.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed. It's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the tailback. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trying the left side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Illini! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
The first down pass completed to the tight end. He runs out of bounds at the 39.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
Illinois 14, Miami 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Illinois.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He's got it again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front the point of attack.
The Canes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. Just plowing ahead. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it set up on the outside. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run it left here. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Handoff from the gun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illini! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses out.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start over on the next opponent, and this one's over.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed.
Can anyone catch him? And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Powers forward. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Had it it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's fourth down and 1. They'll try it on the ground. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to slam in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches...
Touchdown, Illinois! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about this offense? A big situation on fourth and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's first and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's second and 14. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. What a terrible, terrible shame. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him perfect.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Illinois coming back to the line with a first and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going to let it go. Got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of him. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Ready,
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And the punishment has been extended. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Miami, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He wants to throw. He's going up top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Houston.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking deep. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back at least, but they're going to need binoculars to see where the previous line of scrimmage was. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Fires to the big fella. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. A little screen to the running back. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wide receiver shows motion. They keep attacking through the air. The quick out. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's caught downfield. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Illini! And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Illinois 56, Miami.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's come.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next
And the rush will get to him at the 25. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
You just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go to...
Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. This time he's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Illinois lining up quickly. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been...